coming live from a haunted hotel. Hooray. Okay, so we went to go look at the pool, and the 10th floor, I feel really heavy and like I get really dizzy and just like, I don't know, I feel foggy. But the 10th floor, I feel like garbage, and it's really cold, and like there's still like doors from a hospital. Like they are not, like I'll put a picture in there. These are not like normal doors, like these are hospital doors. And this used to be a functioning hospital with patient rooms and a hotel. Like that was the whole point of it. So the top floor was the surgery wing, then it was patient rooms, and then it was the hotel, so for like families of patients and stuff. And then the basement was the morgue. We did get into one of the elevators. We didn't even press a number, was the thing. We pressed, it opened, we got in, and we didn't touch it. It just, the doors closed and we started going down, and it took us to our floor. Another time we got in the elevator, like it literally was like somebody took a shot and went in my face. And it made my stomach turn. Like it was so strong. And then it was gone. Gone. Like it was so strong. And then it was just gone. Completely gone. Also, we can't change the temperature at all. It says you can, and it was freezing in here. Like I have gone, now I'm flushed because I'm hot for some reason, but I've gone back and forth from literally freezing cold to boiling lava hot, and it stayed the exact same temperature. And we've turned it up. I went and I like turned the dial. I turned it to medium. And then when we realized it hadn't moved, I was like, okay, well, I'll go look at it again. Looked at it. It was just on. And when I tried to move it back to medium, it doesn't do it anymore. You can't move it that far. Like, I'll show you. So it's off, on, high, medium, low. So there's a little dot that tells you where it is, right? So here's medium, low, fan, like, and I tried pushing it down and moving it. You can move it this way. See, I just moved it this way, and I can move it one more to off. Now on. What the f? Why? Why can't I move it anymore? Huh? We've got this turned to 80. And it is stuck at like 65. I don't understand. Oh my god. Like, I'm freezing now. I was really warm. Oh my gosh. Do I have goosebumps? Can I show you? Look at that. I just walked into it. Can you see him on my arm too? Really? Do you have anything else? Really? What else? Oh, wow. That's crazy. I went to turn my bedside lamp on so that I could turn everything else off, and it was unplugged. It wasn't before, but it was now, and so I couldn't turn it on, and I was like, you know what? Fuck that, I don't care. Then it got to be about 3 a.m., so the lights are all off. I'm just watching YouTube, and I just start, and had actually happened a couple times. Once to me while I was like just standing by the door, like where the mirror was, and Chris heard it once too. It just sounded like somebody came up to the door handle and just like jiggled it and like walked away, but no one was there. It just like jiggled. So that happened a couple times, and it was like louder and like more, like it literally sounded like someone was trying to get in the door, but there was no one there. So that's always cool. Then I started hearing a lot of like really loud thuds upstairs, like right above us. And again, this is like the middle of the night. Like I'm an insomniac anyways, so I'm up, but it just, I was like, I mean, maybe they're up, but like when it got to be like 4, I was like, really? I don't know. And it was so random. It's not like they were walking around or like, it was just really random, always a different sound, like it wasn't something where I could be like, oh, it must be this happening. But then there was a few times where I heard like, it sounded like a tapping like this. But it happened like, it was just like 2 taps, and it was right on my bedside table. And then I heard a pounding, like not super loud, it would have woken Chris up, but it was a knocking sound, and it was from inside the wall. And I don't know how to explain it. I just don't. And all of that, okay, fine, dandy, whatever. Jiggle the handles, tap on things, loud noises, why not? An elevator that just kept going up and down and landing on our, oh, this is cute, what's happening? Landing on our floor and no one coming out, okay. At like, oh, I don't know what time it was, probably like 4:30. I was kind of like getting kind of just used to hearing just random shit. I was like, all right, I can handle this. I was like, it's fine. I only had one headphone in the entire time. In my left ear, I mean, it literally was right here. It was this like low whisper, but like an intense, like a booming almost. Does that make any sense? Like a low kind of growly, not quite Batman, not full Batman, like half a Batman. But just like a low, like male kind of sounding voice and a intense whisper that said, Sarah, like that. And yep, I froze, actually. I didn't scream, I didn't sit up, I didn't wake up Chris. I just fucking froze, because what the f do you even do when that happens? So I just laid there. I literally didn't know what the f to do, and I was just kind of like, how do I make myself go to sleep? I think I'm done for the night. That was more than enough. And yeah, I just kind of laid down again, facing Chris, and just like had my hand on him, so I felt a little bit safer. And I eventually fell asleep. I kind of just was listening to something and just not watching it anymore, because I just, yep, that was that was enough. That was more than enough for me. So that was the last thing that was a little bizarre that happened while staying there. So in the 70s, she went missing. The last place she was seen was at the hotel, and she bought something at the gift shop and then was never seen again. And they declared her dead in the like mid-80s. And no one has ever found her body. No one knows what happened. The last place she was seen was at the hotel, though. And apparently people have seen her in the elevator, and then she just disappears. Like, she looks like a totally normal person, and then she's just gone. Regardless of if you think it's actually haunted by spirits or not, the history of the building itself is very interesting.